Welcome to Bell's Palsy Knowledge Base. Today we will discuss what can and what cannot help you to reduce or reverse synkinesis. No matter what they may tell you, quick fix for synkinesis does not exist. Periodic injections of Botox, botulinum toxin, may offer some temporary relief and make synkinesis less pronounced. That is right. However, after 3 to 5 months, when the effect of the Botox toxin wears off, your synkinesis will return. The reason for their return is that Botox will temporarily switch off the neuromuscular junctions, so the place where the signal from the nerve jumps over to the muscle. By the synkinetic signals arriving to the muscles from the brain, their pattern will not change from the injections. Besides, as every invasive intervention, injection of Botox carry certain risks. And, considering the experience from some of our patients, with the repetition of injections of Botox, the effect of each injection may reduce. Plastic surgery can balance your face, but only when it's in a neutral condition, without movements. However, the moment you begin to speak or show some emotions, your face will get off balance again. The reason for this is that during the long recovery period, your facial muscles have developed a wrong mimetic pattern. Your brain every time sends imbalanced contraction signals to the facial muscles, and this cannot be corrected by any surgical intervention. You can compare facial synkinesis to the flashing disco lights. No matter which bulbs you put into the installation, no matter how tightly you wrap those bulbs in the various garments, the bulbs will still flash anyway, instead of producing a continuous light. This is because the signals arriving to the bulbs are intermittent and therefore make the bulbs flash. Facial exercises and mime therapy will teach your volitional mimetic center of the brain. We know there are two of them, the emotional and volitional. So volitional mimetic center of the brain, first consciously and then subconsciously, to suppress unwanted synkinetic movements. Good. Synkinesis will be less pronounced. However, as a side effect of this therapy, your facial expressions may become sort of one-sided, because you will learn not to engage your affected side of the face at all. You may reduce synkinesis, that's right, but at the same time you will also reduce the involvement of your affected side in your daily facial expressions. Result, facial movements will still remain somewhat off balance and asymmetric. The only way to balance your facial movements effectively is to replace the wrong mimetic pattern with the natural one. This can only be achieved by a continuous and well-guided efforts. You will need to relearn again the natural way to produce your facial expressions and make that way your habit again. What essentially means that you will have to learn to disengage or not take to use your volitional mimetic center at all, the same as you do with your healthy side. You don't involve your amplifier, conscious amplifier, into producing facial movements on your healthy side. You have to learn to do the same with your affected side. Then your natural, emotional, mimetic expressions will surface, because now they are all suppressed by the signals, very intensive signals produced by volitional mimetic center. The process to relearn this will take anything from 5 to 12 months, depending on your persistence and motivation. In perspective of us, from Crystal Touch Clinic, there is no other way. If one really wants to get rid of synkinesis for good, he or she must be prepared to work persistently every day, for several months, maybe up to a year. Besides, it should not be just a wish. It must be a burning desire to improve the quality of your facial movements. Motivation is crucial, so one cannot be discouraged very easily by the slow progress. The process of reversing synkinesis we can compare with mastering some sport and becoming an Olympic champion. For example, if you want to learn swimming on your own, you can do that in a lake or in the river. But if you want a golden medal of the Olympics, you need a professional coach who will teach you why, how and when and what to do to reach your goal on time. So, even on your own, you can do quite a lot to reduce synkinesis. Under the video of this session, you'll find a link in the description. However, if you're really motivated to get rid of your synkinesis for good, you're most welcome to make contact with us via our website. But if you want to achieve better and longer lasting results, you will need a specialist who will guide you on your journey.